Are cars too expensive in the Crew Tour? It's a question that, you know what, I feel like I have to ask myself sometimes. Because I get told a lot of the time, hey Sid, the cars in the Crew Tour are way too expensive. I can't buy them. I don't have enough money for them. How do I grind for them? Sid, how do you even have 99,999,999 bucks? Because I've hit the money cap many times, which is 99,999,999 bucks. I've done a bunch of videos around that whole topic as well. But one of the big things is people find it so difficult to make money that they will even accuse players who hit the money cap of modding, which just isn't even possible in the Crew Tour. So I want to talk about how I kind of want to really explore that idea. And I've done that on the Rookie to Icon account. But just before I make it to the Street Racing HQ, I today have began a new podcast with my mate Josh about all things car culture, car news, racing games, motorsports, all of that stuff, out every single Sunday. It will be out an hour after this video goes up. So the link to that channel is in the description, and there will be two channels. One for the long-form podcast, and one where we upload 8 to 10 minute segments of the podcast, and shorts of the podcast. Sid from the future here, leave a comment on the podcast because the comments will be read out at the beginning of every episode. And the podcast is also on Spotify. So the link to the YouTube version is there, but also the link to the Spotify version of the podcast will be there too. Once the podcast is out, I'll update it to be the most recent episode rather than just the channel link. So head down there, click that link, and just subscribe to the podcast and check it out. Check out episode 1. Like I said, that's going to be out in an hour after this video right here. That retro DeLorean looks actually pretty cool. So here's the thing, right? You look at cars like these, and I've got 500k at the moment on Rookie to Icon, but you get up to 730,000 for the maxed out drift car, for the most expensive drift car. And the most expensive hypercar, we're already at 1.3 mil. I believe the least expensive is like, what, 600k, I want to say? Summit rewards, okay. They're, oh! And you boys claim these are expensive. Oh, that's disgusting. But yeah, that's cheaper than some street cars. But yes, the issue lies in cars up here. 1.2 mil, 1.3 mil, 1.3 mil, 1.3 mil, 1.3 mil. You know, and it keeps going to 1.6 to eventually 1.9 million. And then passing the 2 million mark with the Lavoie Noir at 2.233 million. Now, and by the way, my prices may be different because I own the season pass. If you own the season pass, every single car in the game is slightly cheaper for you. Every single purchase in the game is cheaper for you. So that's why things may be cheaper for me than they are for you. But like I was saying, I can understand how people view 2.3 million, something like that, very expensive. You know, very expensive. But here's the thing. I will switch over to the account that I play all of the time, my main account. Let's switch over to that real quick. And here we are on the main account, where not only do I have 99,999,999 bucks, but I have every single car in the game, every purchasable vehicle in the game. Every single one fully customized. I mean, some customizations on these cars are like 20, 30,000 bucks each per part. And it's crazy to think those are crazy numbers. But I've hit the money cap so many times. You know what? I may even do a spending spree stream tonight. It depends. Okay, it depends. Because I really want people to know that it isn't that hard to make money in this game. That's where the issue lies, right? I don't think people are complaining about not being able to buy rally raid cars or not being able to buy anything else. It's really just a hypercar, I think Alpha GP, and maybe even touring car, which are the noticeable more expensive specs. Now, I will admit, I understand to a certain degree. On the new account, I needed 2.5 mil. Like, I just needed 2.5 mil out of nowhere. And it sucked. It sucked that I had to grind that much to get 2.5 mil to be able to buy some summit cars, well, cars for the summit, and that was annoying, to say the least. But although it took time, I still managed to do it within 2 days. I started at like 300k or something, I don't remember, but I ended up grinding to 1.5 mil just like that. By the way, if you skipped the intro, okay, because, oh my god, Sid started plugging something. I've got a podcast, the link is in description. You know, the link's there. It's a podcast, everything car, racing games, car culture, all of that stuff, motorsports. So check it out. You know, the first episode is out an hour after this goes out. Now, it's not like we're Gran Turismo 7 here, right? Where cars have real life pricing. Cars in this game are they're just priced, right? They just get put a price on them. And I understand why people get annoyed at these prices. But trust me, if you know what you're doing, money should never be an issue. But there is a flip side to this coin. There's two questions, really, when you ask, are cars too expensive in the Crew 2? That's bucks and crew credits. And the answers are at a complete binary opposite. Because for bucks, I'd say no. But for crew credits, I'd say yes. Crew credits in this game, they're fine for vanities, although I do still believe that vanities should be halved in price. They're fine for the motor pass, although, you know, I don't like that you don't get enough crew credits back. Now, this is a warning. This is a public service announcement. Never, ever, ever buy vehicles with crew credits. Never. I reiterate, do not ever buy vehicles with crew credits. It would be the lowest IQ take ever. Now, people make mistakes. Maybe you've already bought them with crew credits. But they are terribly, terribly priced. It's disgusting, truly. Like I said, 1.5 mil? Maybe, you know, we'll whack that up to 2 mil if I wasn't having to do content creation all the time. You know, that 1.5 mil I made only within stream. Less than 2 hours each day? You know, spread that out to 4 days, an hour a day ain't too bad. You know, watch YouTube while you play. That's my biggest tip for money grinding. When you're grinding the game, watch YouTube, watch Netflix, do anything else and play the game. It's so well optimized for that. But when you can get that within a week, within a couple of days, within 2 days, why on earth spend £15 on a single car, £20 on a single car, when you could just simply play for like 2 seconds? Now I know I'm the Crew 2's golden boy. I'm the only one who really does videos on it, and I back the team, and I still say when updates are kind of cringe, like the current one isn't being reviewed the best, but I know that I have that bias, that I do love all the boys at Ivory Tower and what they provide for me to be able to do. And I know that me saying, hey, don't buy cars with crew credits will directly lose them out, probably, right? If I enlighten at least one person. But trust me, it isn't worth it. One of the worst decisions you could ever make. Buy vanities. Buy a vanity bundle. And if there's ever a vanity bundle out in the store, you don't have to buy the car in that bundle. You can buy the car separately with bucks and then just buy the vanities. And you save yourself so much money. So much money. Oh, yeah, maybe cars are a bit too expensive. But when the question comes for bucks, no, not in the slightest. Now, I sort of began to consider it when it came to, you know, my new account. I was like, okay, would a new player really be able to? Now, I wasn't even using the best of the best methods. I wasn't using high-speed takedown. Just using Harlem West, I was able to earn enough to buy the Summit bundle, to buy the things I needed for the Summit. Okay, this is... Why am I kind of like... I'm kind of straight vibing right now. I can't even lie to you. This is kind of fun. I mean, I'm on my favorite cruising road, so, you know. I suppose it's also about once you get to a certain size, right? I don't have anything to buy on this account anymore. Like, whenever a new car comes out, I've already got 99 million. I don't need to worry about the fact that I'm gonna have to pay pennies for that car, right? So I understand how money doesn't just build up, like it does on a new account. Honestly, work to get it all. And maybe watch SidWaj videos or SidWaj streams or the new podcast while you're grinding, because you can burn time on the Crew 2. The Crew 2 is a burning time game. I should know. It's basically all I did through my exam period near end of school. So, you know, yeah. And I have a money method. Check out that video. Check out that guide. You can make millions an hour. Okay, and use that. Honestly, just use that. It will be so beneficial. I've crashed a car. And you know what? Like many people have come into my stream and told me, I can't wait for you, the viewer right now, to check out the money method, to check out everything I've said, use this knowledge, and come to tell me in my streams, which I stream 5 times a week, that, hey, Sid, I bought this car because of you, I bought this car because of you, and I managed to get this car because of you. So, I'm here to help. Check out those videos, check out the podcast. That's going to be about it from me. Thank you to popular members, special thank you to famous members, insane thank you to star member Hoki, and an insane thank you to icon member Dustin for the love of life. That's about it from me in a bit.